The Granblue Fantasy Anniversary livestream has just finished, and we've got a lot of juicy news. Not only do we get brand new gameplay trailers for the DLC characters Seofon and Tweyen, we also get to have a good look at how the Lucilius raid will work and some of its combat mechanics. However, most exciting of all, we got the reveal of a third brand new DLC character that is coming to Granblue Fantasy Relink, which actually turns out to be one of the fan favorite characters. However, not all of the news that we have received today are good, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Hello everyone, my name is Dark Hero, welcome back to another Granblue Fantasy Relink video. I hope you are all as excited as I am for the future of this game, and with that out of the way, let's get started. And of course, let's address the Lucilius raid first. As we know, it's going to be released on March 14th, and it seems as though the Lucilius raid is going to come along with new content and some adjustments as well, with the quest titled The Final Vision being the one where we face off against Lucilius. Also, we don't know exactly what these character adjustments are going to be, but it certainly implies the existence of a balanced patch, so there is a chance that we're going to be seeing characters being nerfed and buffed. And of course, if that's the case, the Rackam air shotgun playstyle is likely to be nerfed, along with some skill cancels, but we'll have to wait to see exactly what is changed. And we start off this update by having a guest character that will show up in town and introduce us to Lucilius. And that character is none other than Sandalphon, who is the primal beast that commands the Archangels, who themselves are primals created to regulate the Sky Realm, with Sandalphon in specific also overseeing the Sky Realm's tetra elements. You can think of them as basically gods in this realm. But now taking a look at the Lucilius raid in action, one very cool detail that we get to see at the very start of the quest is the hint at Lucilius having the new form that he will reveal once he gets below a certain HP threshold. As for the fight itself, we see that Lucilius is going to be commanding his swords to attack at melee range, while also having a lot of long-ranged attacks consisting of these large AoE orbs, as well as a laser beam that he can cover the entire arena with. In addition, he's got these huge AoE slashes that cover a large portion of the arena, and of course we cannot forget about the iconic Paradise Lost. More interestingly, it seems as though Lucilius has an attack where he places down a bunch of orbs around the arena, and he becomes invulnerable during the process, and it seems like we have to break those orbs as soon as possible so that he doesn't perform a powerful attack that is likely going to end up wiping you. We also get to see a glimpse of a really cool mechanic here, where Lucilius stands in the middle of the arena channeling an attack, and we actually have a chance to target his swords, so they are likely going to work in the same way as the Magliel weapons that you can target at specific points to make the fight a little bit easier. And of course, a very cool detail about this level 200 quest is that we will be aided by Sandalphon, much like some other quests in the base game, where characters like it, for example, will intervene and help you out. The more I see of this fight, the sadder I am at the fact that Lucilius is not going to be a playable character, as he is my #1 favorite character in Granblue Fantasy Versus, but at the end of the day I still think that the fight looks absolutely phenomenal, and I cannot wait to see what we end up getting from him. And of course, a huge detail at the very end is that we get to see a new form from Lucilius, one that is only available on the impossible difficulty version of the raid in the original mobile game. And of course, we got to take a look at a gameplay trailer for both Seofon and Tweyen, which looked absolutely phenomenal, with Seofon wielding his blades at a melee range but also being able to cast them from a distance, hitting the enemies multiple times with these elegant and flashy slashes, and the attack where he summons dozens of swords to hit an enemy just looked absolutely phenomenal. And of course, we also got the Tweyen gameplay trailer, where we see her elegantly move around the battlefield while hovering in the air and firing off her bow in style. And of course, as we speculated in one of the previous videos, we also get to see that Tweyen is going to be able to inflict the enemies with several debuffs, including paralysis, slow, poison, burn, attack down, and defense down.
私の目からは逃れられないわ。見えた。響け、殲滅の神楽屋よ。アステロイドイエーガー。
Both of these characters look like they're going to be an amazing addition to the roster that is already quite stacked in my opinion, so it's very exciting to see all of this in action. And again, as a reminder, all of these DLC characters are going to be coming into the game as free DLC. The developers have gone on to say that recruiting Seofon and Tweyen will not be as difficult as fighting Lucilius himself, but that it will be challenging in its own way. These two characters are currently planned to be released in April of 2024, so we don't have a concrete date as of yet, but look forward to me making a video on it as soon as we get an actual date. And of course, there is the third DLC playable character, which is going to be none other than Sandalphon, the same character that is going to aid us in the Lucilius raid. Everything that I have seen about him in all the different Granblue fantasy media looks absolutely amazing, and as I said before, he is one of the most popular characters in the entire mobile game, and we'll be able to see him in action in just a few days. So honestly, I cannot wait for him. He might just end up becoming my new main, because in terms of visuals, I absolutely love everything that I'm seeing. Sandalphon will be added to Relink as part of the May title update, version 1.3.0. Again, we don't have a release date for it, but look forward to me letting you know whenever it becomes available. Now here's the not so good stuff that we are getting as part of these updates. There's going to be some paid content added into the game, just as we expected, and some of it isn't bad at all in my opinion, which are going to be these emotes. You'll be able to purchase the Let's Chat emote expansion set, which is going to cost roughly $2, and is going to include 3 different emotes: the Rock Paper Scissors, Shadow Box, and Inspire emotes. The emotes themselves don't look too good. Personally, I would much rather have different costumes or different colors, but this is not the problematic stuff that I was talking about. You see, in addition to these emotes, we're getting microtransactions in the form of actual consumable items, and some of these are just blatantly pay to win, with the self-improvement pack giving you 10 gold spellbooks, 5 Ambrosia, 10 Glitter Crystal Clusters, 25 Gold Dahlia badges, and 1 Stronghold 5 Sigil. All of these are very handy items. Maybe you don't care about the Stronghold 5 Sigil, but you definitely care about the Weapon Upgrade Items Pack number 1, which does include 500 Fortitude Crystals and 1 War Elemental Sigil. The one sigil that everybody wants to have on all of your characters, and is so rare to obtain because you can only get it from curio boxes, is now being sold as part of a microtransaction. We also get a couple more of these microtransaction packs, with this other one offering the Potent Green Sigil, and this other one offering the Flight Over Fight Sigil, as well as 10 Azurite Splendors to max out your sigils. I know a lot of you are going to disagree with me on this topic. Personally, I'm totally okay with microtransactions as long as they are cosmetic only. But given that Granblue Fantasy Relink is a full price title, I never like seeing these types of microtransactions where they actually sell you power in the game. I know that Relink comes from the Granblue Fantasy mobile game, which of course it's a gacha, so there is pay to win there. But personally, I don't mind it there because it is a free title, and again, it's a gacha. People come into that game already knowing what they are about to face. And even I myself do occasionally play a couple of gacha games. And personally, I'm not going to be affected by this. I already have 4 Water Elemental Sigils for my characters, so I don't need to get any more of them. And you can keep on AFK farming for as much as you want, so you don't need to buy these items. But the implementation of these microtransactions makes me question the developers' decisions on why the War Elemental Sigil and many others have such low drop rates, and why you need so many consumable items to upgrade your weapons and your gear. And now that they are selling this to us, I think the answer to that question becomes very clear. I know there is going to be a lot of contention on this topic, but do let me know how you guys feel about this. There is also going to be a third part to the Granblue Fantasy Relink showcase that will air on the 25th of April, so just like with this one, expect me to make a video on it as soon as it releases. With that being said, all the other news that we have received about Granblue Fantasy Relink are absolutely fantastic, and we even got to see a preview of Vane and Beatrix that are coming to Granblue Fantasy Versus, so I am excited about that as well. As always, I will be keeping you guys up to date with everything related to Granblue Fantasy Relink, and you can expect to see a livestream from me whenever the Lucilius raid drops. With that being said, thank you all so much for watching. My name is Dark Hero, and as always, happy hunting!